Yo, what up? This your boy DJ Roby, aka Jada Barber.
And it's me, Vanessa B. What up, y'all?
And thank y'all for tuning in today on this episode of This is Bananas Podcast Talk Show with our two special guests. Give it up for KJ and London. What's going on, fellas?
What's going on? What's up?
Y'all good? Y'all comfortable?
How y'all feeling today? How
Adjust
y'all
the
feeling?
microphone.
It's good.
School about to start? Y'all excited? Yeah.
Man, it is humid as hell outside today.
And it just started pouring raining on top of that.
On. What is like what's really going on, man? What's really going on? Get this stuff situated. I always gotta find myself adjusting myself, man.
When we was doing it the whole 30 minutes.
The whole 30 minutes before, right? It's always like some extra adjustments, man. What y'all got planned for this weekend?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear
We
me?
got a photo shoot tomorrow for seniors. So
We got a media day.
Oh, there we go.
media day.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Oh yeah?
Oh, that's
I wonder
raw.
what is that like?
It's
Like what that consists of? Y'all go out there and do what?
It's new, so it's just gonna be a whole new thing. I guess we go to Aurora and where we go to, like by the lake and all that stuff.
Yeah, going like a little studio.
So it's like
So like a real photo shoot.
Yeah,
Really what it is.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
studio and the team mom take our pictures, everything.
Okay.
Give us the banners.
Shout out T Moms.
yeah, but it's gonna be real cool though. We get props and stuff like that. We get to dress up or whatever we want.
And y'all said this for y'all football.
Yeah. It's for
That's
like our
what's up.
senior little banners and stuff like that. They gonna hang up and stuff. So it's gonna be good.
That's what's up that y'all ain't gotta do that yourself. I always thought like the team had to pay for that or something like
No, when they get to high school,
nah,
that just-
it's on them.
It's on them. Yeah.
That's what's
they
up.
all do it.
That's what's up.
I'm hating, man.
Why?
Straight
Media
up,
day.
because,
We need
y'all,
ours.
y'all got the whole little shebang. Y'all got the whole setup and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? No, that's
Props
good.
and everything.
I feel like that give y'all a little motivation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bring
Put
some
y'all shit
attention, some
on.
awareness. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Because right now that's kind of like the move. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get people involved, you gotta kind of like gotta speak their language. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm guessing like that's what y'all do. Y'all looking forward to it?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And y'all said it's different. Oh, I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
Y'all said it's different this year because y'all transferring. Y'all didn't have media day before.
Nah.
Like
So we actually did have a media day, but he
said no.
took pictures off his phone.
Oh.
And so he had tried to put it on
wasn't a
like
real media
it wasn't a real, it was just so like unorganized. He tried
no
to put it on his
props.
phone. Yeah,
no
props,
nothing.
nothing.
Dang,
make
just a
pose.
uniform.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that wasn't media.
Yeah.
At all.
Okay.
So-
Okay, yeah, I'm excited for this now. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. It's supposed to be like that though.
Yeah.
I ain't excited.
When you was in school, they didn't have media day?
You know what? No, we didn't have no media day, but
Same.
I'm just saying, no, I ain't excited because where they playing at though.
Oh.
That's the only reason why I'm not excited. Because you know what I'm saying. If they was playing something like my homeboy just became the coach back at South Elgin High School.
So you hate
Y'all
it.
missing out on the good guy.
You talking about Pastorio?
Pastoria,
Yeah.
man. That's
I was there during June. I met him and everything.
Yeah, I met him a few times. He real cool dude.
That's a good dude, man. What's up, Pat?
Oh, you alright?
Cause y'all, cause y'all did say, we was talking earlier, y'all did say that y'all went to South Elgin High School previously, what, freshman through junior year?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I transferred second semester in my junior year. So I was,
Okay.
first semester I was at South Elgin, second semester I went to Wheaton Academy.
Okay. And then you brought your homeboy along.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. And then before camera, we was talking about the decision on why y'all chose that. Y'all want to talk about that? On why y'all decided to leave South Elgin to go to?
Yeah, so previously, like our freshman, sophomore year, it just I don't really know how to explain it. Like it was just like it wasn't right. Like we didn't feel like we fit good in there. So it was really just the environment and like everybody was around. Like everybody didn't have the same goals as us. Everybody didn't have the same mindset. Didn't want to get done what we wanted to get done. We wanted to win state. Everybody didn't think we could do it. Like every time we'd get to like the second round, we played a good team like Maine South or like just a really good team. One of the big Chicago teams. They'd like get scared and try to like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Intimidate.
intimidated. So I'm like, every year, I mean, we'll try to step up and be the team leaders, you know? And
Yeah.
try to like
Guide the team.
guide the team and tell them like, well, this what needs to happen for us to get here.
Right.
And
The vision wasn't the same.
yeah. They just didn't get that through their head. So
Okay.
it was like, we can't sit around. I know like people gonna get mad if we leave.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we just can't sit around and just dwell on this
Yeah.
and just like
Gotta do
I mean, you should give people chances, but we give them too many chances.
Yeah,
so we
yeah,
was like, we trying to go win a ring. So,
Right. Do something bigger. I feel that.
sure.
That's what's up.
I'm still hating though, man. I can't buy that. Man. I can't buy that.
Where is Wheaton? It's Wheaton Academy, right? It's in Wheaton.
No, it's in West
Oh.
Chicago.
It used to
Okay.
be in Wheaton, but they moved the school to West Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah.
How far is that from us?
Right now,
From
probably
here, probably like
35, 40 minutes.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay, that's not that bad.
No,
No, it's not
That's not.
that bad.
That's
no.
not.
I just hate the fact that we lost two nice brothers, man.
Yeah.
I
From the town.
got a beef with. I got a beef with KJ though. Word up.
Why?
Straight up. What's the beef? Man, listen, dude. How you gonna destroy my high school like that, though, man?
What did he do?
Hey, look. So
I had to do it to him. Man. I had to do it to him.
he played quarterback. Well, he played quarterback in DB, right?
Yeah, I played DB.
So he was in somehow he ended up playing quarterback. I think the quarterback got injured, right?
Yeah.
And so now he's next man up and whatnot, and they end up playing Elgin High School, and they was eating them up.
Was
man.
it?
Yeah. By halftime, it was damn near 50-0, right?
Really?
I called his mom, was like, "Hey, look, check it out. You tell KJ if he score one more touchdown, I'm at his ass, man."
That's
straight up, man.
hilarious. That's what's
man.
up.
No, but they some good guys though, man. He did his thing, man.
What position you play, London?
I play running back and linebacker.
Okay.
Yeah, so when I first came into high school, they wanted me to play DN and running back, and we ran a triple option. So
Yeah,
it was different for me because all my years of like football,
Yeah.
I was only in the spread. So the triple option had to get like a 3-point stance, and then it was either get straight up, the A or B gap. So we
Yeah.
didn't run no outside for the running backs. It wasn't no real like outside, the outside run. So I was like, man, how am I supposed to show colleges this? Like,
right.
except like Air Force or Army or Navy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
one of those schools that run the triple option.
Right.
So that was another reason. But
That's smart of you though.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people really tune in to like the style of play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've been hearing lately like a lot of people like, hey man, I gotta get up out of the school because they not a run school or they
Right.
not a pass school. And if you want a big future, you have to go with that where you're accommodated.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, some people be just saying people be selfish and stuff like that. Like they only be thinking about themselves, but at the end of the day, it's like your future.
Yeah.
So it's like
It-
you're not
it is
trying to
mine.
Make, so you're not trying to make nobody else happy,
Like
but
at
yourself
all.
at the same
Yeah.
point. So,
Yeah, absolutely, man.
And KJ, you play quarterback still?
Nah, I don't play quarterback no more. I play wide receiver now. So now my secondary position is wide receiver now. So
Oh, okay, that's what's up. They trying to get my son to play. He play wide receiver usually or corner. They trying to get him to play running back now,
Running back?
and he don't want to do it at all.
you got to give it a try, man.
I feel like
He mad, but I tell him you got to train for the position you want.
Yeah.
Is that good
very
advice?
true.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
very true.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, you running back, and that's that's the position that's probably available or what you good at. He's very adaptable, so he can probably move
Yeah.
anywhere. But he
Yeah.
just not with it. I'm like, well, look, just do your best on this, and they gonna see that maybe you need to be over here wide receiver. Like, I don't know, do it.
I mean, if he younger, the more positions he know, the better he'll be versatile.
Very
Like,
adaptable.
in
Okay.
high school, you could be a running back and then move you out to slot, so receiver,
Okay.
inside receiver. They might move you to outside receiver. Like if you can play anywhere on the field, it's better.
Okay.
If you on the field, if you can play any position on the field, you can be on the field all the time.
Okay.
So, I mean, what I would tell like the younger kids and the freshmen coming in, try to learn every position, even if it's lineman. Because if you play running back, well, my biggest issue was my freshman, sophomore year, and even some of my junior year. I didn't really understand like what gaps I was supposed to hit when I got the ball because I didn't know where the line was blocking. So if you really like study where your line is going to block, if they block this way, and the other side of the line block this way, it should be a crease right up the middle.
Yeah.
So if you
That's
really,
smart.
if you really like tune in and study on that, you honestly you could get any school looking at you as a freshman if you just know exactly where to hit.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
I say for the younger kids too. I feel like watching film is a big thing as well. especially on your position, because I was like horrible my freshman sophomore year. I had my ACL injury my freshman year, so I didn't play. But my sophomore year, I wanted to play QB. I had QB dreams. So I used to play quarterback when I was little, like Pee Wee and stuff like that. And it wasn't going well. I wasn't doing good, stuff like that. So in the summer, I trained for quarterback just a little bit, probably like 2 months, and I got real good. But I was like, man, like, because people was like talking down on me, saying I'm bad, this, and that. And then I started like thinking about like I'm doing it for them. Like I'm not even doing it for like myself. Like I don't even want to play quarterback no more. I'm just trying to prove a point to them. And I ain't like that. So I wanted to play a position that I felt like best play in college. So I picked corner. And when that time got called up, when I was for that second that I went in the game and had to step up. So I feel like I was ready for that because I trained, but I ain't really I ain't really want to, but I had to do it for my team because I'm not a selfish player. But yeah, back to what I was saying though, watching film for like the younger guys is a big thing because when I was going to transitioning to DB, I just go in my front yard doing drills, studying players, studying like Jalen Ramsey, Darius Slay.
And another thing is like watch the person that's in front of you too. So. Anything you could take away from that person in front of you gonna make you 10 times better, even better than that person. You know what I'm saying? If somebody in the line do something wrong and you next up, don't make the same mistake. You know, it's like followed by the person in front of you. So I mean, I learned that too.
For freshmen, when they come into the school and they about to start playing the sport, do they get to now? They thinking probably. I'm a freshman coming in. They've already been here. Sophomores, juniors, seniors. They don't play all together though, right? Like freshmen is one team and sophomores is okay.
So
but if you raw, then you can go up.
It honestly depends because I went to South Elgin for like one half of the summer. So June, and then in July I went to Wheaton Academy. So I definitely got to see like both sides of how both like teams operate. And like South Elgin is definitely gonna have a good year. You know, with Pepper Storio. He's a really good coach.
I'm trying to get him back, man. But they seniors, man. They
registered already.
He's really good. He knows exactly what he's doing too. And like my previous when I was under my previous coaching, like it was just he didn't give the freshmen opportunities, you know? Like he was like, I'm not gonna bring you up. Like it's just not gonna happen. And so one thing I really liked about what Pastorio did was it was this kid named D'Angelo. He brought him up to play with us. And he's actually really good. And I feel like if it was like under other circumstances, like if he came a year earlier, he just wouldn't be able to get that shine because of the coaching we had. So I really like that he brought him up,
man. You know what I think? I really do. I really like you two dudes, man. You know, it's another good little guy out there, man. That I like to. I don't know. I call him Spades, man.
Lamani.
Lamani, nice too. But I want to touch on something. I want to go back, right?
Yeah.
KJ, you got a lot of resilience, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Straight up, bro. I watched you grow up, man. From watching you at the store, taking like when I first was introduced to you, bro. I had went to your mama's store and I had brought some chicken and I don't know some nachos or something, man.
That's
and it was you and your little sister, right? And you rang me out, and I'm like, this little dude is at the cash register. What the heck? You know what I'm saying? I'm tweaking out. I'm like, man, this little dude is at the cash register. He's poised. Like he got something about him, man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, dude, like, and that kept me coming back. I was just like, man, this little dude gonna be something. You know what I'm saying? And then, I got to cutting your hair and stuff, and then like, you was a little skinny dude, and you wasn't all that tall. I didn't think you was gonna be that tall, right? And like I said, just keep watching over here. It's like this boy is just growing. And then, man, you suffered an injury. And I'm like, damn, because you was playing basketball too. You know what I'm saying? But the thing I found resilient about you is that whenever you was down, you worked yourself back and you got back in the game. You never said, you know what, I'm out of it. You know what I'm saying? You suffered 2 ACLs, right?
Yeah, I had an ACL and I had a meniscus.
Man, both. That's both.
Yeah.
He worked
ACL
back.
is already like, whew.
I can remember him being in the cast, and I'm just like, I remember saying to him, man, work on them quads. You know what I'm saying? And then he was every year. It wasn't no year off. He was back at it, man.
And mind you, a lot of people get nervous and scared when after that injury. You know, they don't want it to happen again. And you know, try to just. We're going to stay away from that.
It's the determination.
Yeah.
That was a big thing for me, for sure. When I was coming back to sports and stuff like that, I was second guessing myself, not trying to make the wrong cuts, worried about getting injured again. Yeah. And you just can't play like that, man. Yeah. Honestly, you just can't. You gotta go out there and just have a kill mentality every single day. Don't even worry about that.
That's also how you get hurt too.
You can't be scared. You can't be scared. You back down. That's the man. You second guess yourself. You done.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
You gotta be in kill mode every time. So
I wanted to go back a little bit when we talked about being a freshman and coming into school. You said that the coaches did give the freshmen a hard time, and we talked about this before on an episode where the youth programs kind of is trying, but need to do better with building them up, getting ready for that time. Because by the time from youth going into high school, it's really a different game changer. Did y'all play youth sports? Like What teams did y'all play for?
I played for quite a few teams. I played for the Gilbert Grizzlies, Springwood Falcons, Elgin Bears, and the Crusaders.
I almost kicked you up off this couch if you weren't going to say nothing else.
Let's go Elgin Bears.
I'm just giving you a hard time, man.
You too, KJ?
Nah, I played for the I started off at the Junior Royals, and then I played for the Crusaders, but the Crusaders got shut down and the Royals got shut down. And I went to my 7th grade year. I went to the Elgin Bears, but that's when I tore my ACL. So then I couldn't play. I messed up my 7th grade and my 8th grade year. So I didn't play no middle school ball.
Okay. And do y'all agree that the transition from youth sports going into high school was different? Did y'all feel the shock going into that? Yeah. How did y'all handle that?
Well, I stopped playing football in 4th grade.
Okay.
I tried to start again during quarantine, but I was just too big. It was like I didn't want to be a lineman either. So they had
you was too big.
Yeah, I had. So So I went to go play for the Bartlett Raiders, and so it's this guy named Coach King. He's a really good coach. He told me. He was like, "Hey man, you over the weight limit to run the ball." He was like,
and that's true.
And during quarantine, I was eating a lot. I just couldn't stop eating. That's because it was nothing else to do besides do homework on the computer, so and play the game. So I was just eating, and so he had told me like, "You can't run the ball this year," and I'm like,
"Why you didn't want to play line?"
I just never played it before. Like all my years. Oh, actually, I did play it, but I had stopped in 4th grade, and I'm just coming back in 8th grade. So
right,
like,
and now you're gonna put me right on the line.
Yeah, on the line. I was like, man, I'll be seeing all these good running backs and receivers. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I want to be like them, but I just didn't put the work in to do it. So I was like, I'm done. I'm not playing.
Yeah.
So I stopped, and then so my freshman year is my official first year back.
Okay. So that was probably a big shocker.
Yeah, it was definitely different.
Yeah.
I feel like nowadays, the youth programs really just don't prepare the kids for high school, discipline wise.
Yeah,
I feel like
Hey man, you gonna piss somebody off.
I know,
I love it.
I know.
They need
but
to know that it's bigger than football. It's bigger than football.
It's gonna take you way further being disciplined. Like you can't just sit back and just talk back to the coach, or cuss out a coach and not have respect because you're not gonna play.
Yeah,
and I mean, it was like. It's been times where it was like my last year I was a junior and I was kind of like the team captain. And so we had some sophomores move up with us and they just didn't listen. They didn't listen to you know what I'm saying, the elders. And so I'm saying man, I'm trying to help you. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help you. So I mean it was like stuff like that.
The youth, if somebody was
the youth level, I feel like if they would have set more boundaries, discipline and you want to talk back, go run. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays they just let them talk back. They laugh with them.
Yeah, or ignore them. It's a lot of ignoring. Right. I see a lot of just ignoring. I'm just gonna not pay attention to you and just do over here, or try to do it in their actions where it's like, okay, I heard you say that, and then now I'm finna move you where you don't want to be, or I'm finna, try to do the little mind games. No, and make it intentional that I'm disciplining you because you did this action. That's definitely what's needed. And pay attention.
And that's another thing. I feel like most kids stop playing football now because they don't get their way.
Yep.
They would. if they talk back to a coach, you go, okay, you can't play for me. He had stopped playing, and that's why most kids now is in the streets, and
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
doing the bad stuff they doing because they just can listen. You know what I'm saying? And there is coaches out there that take multiple chances. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, I'm sorry it happened this way. Like, let's come back and talk. Let's start over. And you know, like some kids nowadays, just their mentality is just like, I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm gonna do what I want.
Yeah, because
You know?
kids these days be having too much free will, man. Too much free will.
Yeah.
we gonna dive into that because you know what I'm saying. There's a lot of parents that want to know about that. We're gonna dive into that. So
Yeah.
we gonna box that thought. You know what I'm saying, for a second. But yeah, man, I know your family, Mr. Williams.
Oh, yeah.
You got a large family, man. We all grew up
Yeah.
on the same street together, man. But it's so you guys are best friends. I'm assuming you guys are best friends. I seen you guys. Y'all just flew out someplace together. Was it last
Florida.
year?
It was a couple months ago. We went to Florida, Texas for football. It was just all football.
So stuff like
How long y'all been friends?
Freshman year.
Yeah.
Okay.
We knew him. I knew him before.
But it didn't start off as
Yeah,
a
it
friendship
did.
at first.
Yeah.
What it was?
Yeah, so
I'm nosy.
How I first met him was on the game.
Okay.
And he was just talking crazy. Just he had a mouth on him. He was just talking crazy. And he you don't want to see me in real life though. You don't want to see me in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to take it in real life. I was like, well, I don't even know you. I just know you off the game. I'm like, okay, we gonna see. And so it kind of died down, and then we just started playing Fortnite. It was like Fortnite, and then it's just little stuff. And I seen him. I would see him at like he played for the Junior Royals for basketball.
Yeah.
So and I go to my cousin games and I see him. We was like on the other court just play basketball, whatever. And then freshman year. I don't know how it happened. Yeah. Honestly, it was actually. I remember the first day I had seen him. It was St. Ed's. We played St. Ed's that day, and I was playing basketball for the first time. So, well, not for the first time, but first time in high school. So it was St. Ed's, and it's like my first official game. And I see him. I'm like, where'd he come from? I thought he was going to Larkin. You know what I'm saying? So I see him with this big old knee brace on, just a big old fat old knee brace. And so I'm like, bro, he trash. Like, he's not good at all. I'm literally saying that. I'm like, he's not good. I'm telling Ryan and all them. I'm like, bro, who is this? Like he's not good. And so I remember, I'm like, oh, that's KJ. He's still not good though. You know what I'm saying? So then further down the line, summer league was over, and I seen him come out for football. But he couldn't play because of his knee injury. So like through that, like football, we just started getting closer and closer. And like we just had the same mindset, so we just started. I mean, we was very childish though. Very childish. So we didn't really have a real mindset, but we had a thought of what it wanted to be, but we didn't have no mindset like we gonna go play college football. We just thought like, man, I don't even need grades. If we good, we gonna play D1. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of freshmen and stuff like that, they think it's just sports and that's it.
Yeah.
It's really nice academics as well. You gotta stay in the classroom, gotta make sure your grades and stuff like that is good as well. To be able to
That's
play
a
on the
big
field.
part.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the most important part actually.
Yeah, no, I try to teach my son that now. Like, he's just in elementary, but like you mess up in school and stuff. No, like he be mad he can't go to practice. Like ain't no practice, ain't nothing. Now you missed out on that. Now when you get to the game, they finna be mad you missed out on the plays. Like now you gonna know what the consequences is if you do that.
Yeah. But now,
it's like
it gotta be school first.
Yeah, it's the school. The school system is bad as well. They just let the kids, man.
Yeah.
U46. I think they changed it this year.
They trying to improve.
But before
trying to improve, man.
like
It's not really.
freshman, sophomore year, like I remember, man, I used to do the bare minimum. I'm talking about like
I didn't even take homework home.
Yeah, I
didn't take homework home.
too.
I don't remember the last time I did homework when I was at South Elgin, because before whatever they trying to do now, whatever happened, you used to just write your name down on papers. You turn in just list stuff.
You didn't have to do homework at all.
Funniest thing, I remember checking my son's homework. He had perfect score. I remember checking it myself. Answers all wrong. I asked him. He said she don't check it. We pass it to like they do pass it to each other when they like read it out. His homeboys, everybody in the classroom. He got perfect score on the page. Answers all wrong. Like
they don't
check nothing.
Nah, it was real bad before. It was like really bad. I'm talking about you can just get away with anything you want, do whatever you want. This and that. You can go around the hallways when you want. however long you want. And it's like they only like do like look ISI and stuff like that. But kids, man, that stuff don't work for them kids.
No.
At all.
So they'd do it the same day. Go back again.
Same day. Sneak out of ISI and go do some more bad stuff. So it's like that stuff didn't work at all.
So you know, it's in this day and age. Well, I ain't gonna say this day and age, but nowadays, man, you don't really catch two homies together on a positive note. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm glad that you guys are friends. And then I learned something else about you, KJ, at your 16th birthday party. You know, your mom and them was saying, like you went to God and things like that. And I know your family is deep into that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like by coincidence that you guys kind of like mesh.
Right.
Because your foundation and what you like, you know what I'm saying, that's that energy that pulls towards each other. And I think you guys are pretty good for each other, you know what I'm saying? So outside of you two guys, is there more guys, or is just like pretty much y'all two?
We got more friends.
It's more friends. We're probably the closest though.
Yeah.
But like Ishmael, he came along too.
Oh yeah, I know Ish.
Ish. Yeah, he went to church with us. Yeah. So Ish, he was our friend. We was like, they called us the Big Three. It was literally at South Bend, the Big Three. And so it was us three. Then we had left. So we talked to Ishmael like here and there, but we don't really talk a lot, but we still talk to him. But
that's when I met Rob. We got Rob in our group.
Rob too.
And Styles. But I know Styles since I was like in third grade. We always been close. I always been talking to Styles. Man. I met Rob in middle school. We was real close. It was me, him, and DK. And that's
be honest. Yeah, that's my cousin.
So yeah, we was all close, and then I stopped talking to them because I went to a different high school, so I wasn't talking to them like that. And then I started back talking to Rob during the playoffs, really. And that's when he told us, man, you should come over here, man. It's way better over here, man.
And what what levitated us to go over there is because like how like our beliefs is in God, like Wheaton Academy is a Christian school,
right?
So,
plus for sure.
Yeah, so it was like a no brainer. Yeah, we was like we want to go there. So
I'm proud of y'all, man.
Yeah.
So y'all some young boys, man, and y'all not ashamed of saying, you know what I'm saying? I love Christ. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up, a lot of dudes like, man, that's
they be trying to be.
You know what I mean? Like, nah,
they be trying to follow society rules and stuff like that. They care about what other people think about them. Man, you just can't, bro. You can't hide from the truth, because at the end of the day, everybody gonna die. Either you going to hell or you going to heaven.
Right.
And you gonna have to see him like face up, face to face.
Yeah. Have you ever found yourself in trouble accidentally?
Accidentally?
Like, because you know it's the kids, it's people around. You know, you hang around groups, and y'all went to the park with a group of kids, and now somebody done threw a rock at a window. You know what I'm saying? Just wondering how y'all navigate through negative things.
I feel like the best way to navigate through a negative thing is to try to make it positive. Okay. Like try to at least get a positive out of the negative. Okay. You know? So I mean, yeah, we definitely been through negative things.
Right.
And did dumb stuff.
Right.
Dumb stuff.
Yeah. But it's all about how you just
make up for it.
And how you move forward from it.
You can't live in the past.
You definitely got to learn from it.
That's why a lot of kids depressed and stuff like that, they be dwelling in the past and stuff like that, and they don't be isolating themselves. They ain't got a lot of friends. I mean, it's cool not to have a lot of friends, but it's like to a point where they isolating themselves. They look at social media, comparing themselves, doing like comparing, contrasting, doing all this extra stuff, and it's like, man, you can miss a whole bunch of things out here that can make you happy.
Yeah,
and another thing is
make you happy.
For the kids watching at home. When you go into high school, you don't need a big group of friends. If you find one good friend that's really good for you, then stick with that friend.
Yeah, like, I know when growing up, people used to always be like, make friends in high school. Make the friends, because the memories make them.
Not everybody is for you. When I went into high school, I had a mix of like bad friends. Then it was the football players. Then it was the trying to be gangbangers. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like I was hanging outside of school with them. But I'd be in school with them. Like I get a little bit. He's funny. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see like through like all the trying to act hard. You know what I'm saying? But even then, it's like one wrong move, he do something and you with him, then you in trouble. So it's like you really just gotta watch your surroundings and who you be with. Man, that's you know what I'm saying?
Your friends
parents, if y'all got some kids, go get them right now. And if there was a rewind button, I would rewind that. What he just, can you repeat what you just said, man?
Yeah. So if you like, you gotta watch who you be around. You gotta watch your surroundings. one wrong person, say you got a friend and he do one wrong thing, like one wrong bad thing, you could get in trouble too, you know? So it's all about keeping that one friend that you really trust and really think that he's for you, around you.
And that's why a lot of kids out here that these days, like middle school, like young kids out here gang banging and doing stuff like that, is because they external influences. They got friends that's doing it. They looking at cousins that's doing it. They looking at just all, like they looking at social media, people that's doing it. They think that's like the norm. Like they think that's cool. That's not cool, man.
And it has a lot to do with social media too. Like social media is putting on an image where it's like, hey, this is cool to do. This is cool to do. And some kids don't have the like mindset to be like, yeah, this funny, but I'm not gonna do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's funny. I'm watching the video. It's very funny, but I'm not gonna do it.
Right. You know? I'm definitely finna have my son watch it. I told him we had some high schoolers come. He was like, I need to be on there.
I like your term.
Definitely need to listen.
External influences, man. That's deep, bro. That's deep, because I think a lot of people, a lot of teenagers now, which we're gonna get into that. We might as well get into it. Succumb to external influences, man.
Right.
You guys live in a day and age now, because you guys both are 17?
Yeah.
16, 17. I'm 17. Y'all about to graduate high school. So y'all seen a lot.
Right.
There's a lot of kids out there now. What we saying, using this catchphrase now, is crashing out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we trying to find out as adults, what is it that
make you want to do that?
Y'all generation, what are they? What is it that they want? What is it that they need? Like,
everybody be trying to be cool and stuff like that. They're
just trying to please like somebody they think that's cool. It's basically like looking up to somebody. I feel like that's been through all the time. Like everybody has looked up at some point, to somebody they thought was cool or was like the big person. You know what I'm saying? Like
the big homie.
Yeah. So I feel like that's definitely what it is. It's somebody that's always like gonna be in their head, like, or it could just be them. But I just don't think you'll find that just within you. You know,
right.
I'm gonna ask
being
both
influenced
separately. So for you, London, who was that person that you looked up to? Who was that big homie? Who was that auntie, cousin? Who was that person that influenced you?
I'll probably say my papa, my grandpa. He is definitely a big influence on me. Just how he carry himself, he take care of my family. And it's like he just been like the big role model for me and my cousins, and you know, everybody that's been around us. Like everybody know him as Bull, you know, and he been a big influence. So yeah, definitely him. School wise, me coming to my freshman year, I looked up to, it was Michael Tringali. He was like a very good player. His grades was just terrible. He could have went high D1, and he would tell me like, "Hey man, you got potential. Like you're going to be really good." You know, and I'd be like, "Man, I'm soft right now." Like my freshman year, I was really soft because I was just coming back into it, so I was really soft. And so when it came like sophomore year, I was like, "Okay, I'm starting to gain more confidence." And I started watching him, you know, and so that's why it brings me back to what I was saying, like me looking up to somebody, like, I mean, like everybody looking up to somebody. You look up to somebody at one point in time to see how you do stuff. So when I would see him play, and usually they had to stop me from doing this though, but I'd go head first into a tackle. Like he'd go head, like actually like a head first, everything. And so I'm like, hey, I'm finna go head first into something. and KJ, he seen it. Like every game, he be like, hey bro, you gotta stop going head first. I'm like, I can't. You know what I'm saying? And so now it's like, I don't even want to go head first. Sometimes I go head first, but it's like, it's more form tackle because I want my career to long. You know what I'm saying? Be longer. But from time to time, I go head first.
What about you, KJ?
Okay. So I'm gonna say my cousin.
You gotta put that mic on a little.
I got you. So I'm gonna have to say my cousin. And this might sound crazy, but I used to go to my auntie house, and it's no shade on my auntie or anything like that. But my mom and my auntie, they two different people. So at my mom's house, I wouldn't say strict rules, but you discipline. You got to get this done. You just can't, you know what I'm saying, be lazy. Can't be no bumps. You not let you be a bump. Go to my auntie house. Not saying ain't no bums or anything like that. You go over there, it's more like
Relax.
I said earlier. Yeah. It's like free will. You get to do what you want when you want. Blah blah blah. And I used to go over there and look up to my big cousin, but
which is who?
Sam.
Okay.
So yeah, he wasn't no real. I mean, like to you, like he wasn't no real good influence, but. Like, but going back to what he was saying about like people not having that mindset to want better and do better and change. Because I was seeing him smoke, drink, do all that other stuff, and I'm like, man, I don't want to live this. Like, man, I don't want to end up in jail. I don't want to end up dead. I don't want to end up none of that. So I stopped going around there. I stopped hanging around them, and I wanted to do better for myself. So yeah, I just wanted better for myself. So
different.
Yeah, that's how I say my influence would be.
Yeah,
that's two totally different perspectives.
Yeah.
So you took
a negative
influence, and you took that negative and turned it into a positive. Not saying that anything negative about your cousin, but you saw what you didn't want to do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and you got the influence from your papa. You know what I'm saying, as you like him because he's courageous, he's strong. You know, he's a provider. You know, that's tripped out from, you know, the perspectives, like, you know, like how y'all looked at those things and then put them together, man, and to shape y'all. I wish a lot of more young people took the time to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand, like, if a young person would be like, I want to be like, I don't know, one of these rappers out here. You know, like, why?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you see where it gets them.
Right.
Because in my opinion, the tough guy never wins.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You either end up dead or you end up in jail.
Yeah. And they be gangbanging and stuff like that, because I feel like there's not a lot of activities and stuff like that to do after school. Like, you can play sports and stuff like that, but people still play sports and gangbang. It's not like, no, they don't got nothing else like to really do. So they be at home bored and just they want to do something, want to get a thrill,
or it's like they don't want that sport. Like, enough. Like, they don't want that. They don't have like the true love for that sport. So it's like,
desire.
This is like a hobby to them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I'm gonna do this during the day, but when it comes nighttime, I'm a whole different person. Then next month I'm gonna come back and do that again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like they have two different personalities.
So for both of y'all, because all these questions I ask is gonna be two part, because you know, y'all two. So for you, London, and then I'm gonna go to you, KJ. When you find yourself in that type of situation where you just sitting at home bored, you got this downtime.
Yeah.
How do you manage yourself?
See, I don't really go out a lot. You know what I'm saying? I try not to like be like in the mix with like bad influences. You know, so, and I feel like I definitely have the mindset to know what's good and like what's right from wrong. So, I mean, I go out with my friends like KJ, Tony, all them. We go bowling, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll do like little stuff. But like, I feel like it's like I'm at a certain point in my life where it's like, I'm about to go to college. So, and I wanna be play football and be somebody, and beyond football too. Like, I want to be a U.S. Marshal. So, so I'm gonna go to school, and I'll probably most likely study sociology to learn like what it is, how people think, and why they think that. So if I'm gonna help people, it's like, how am I supposed to help somebody if I don't know how they think or how they you know what I'm saying, see one perspective. So that's why I feel like sociology would be the best for me. But to go back to the question, in my downtime, I just watch football. I watch football videos or Netflix, TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But my whole like TikTok feed, it's just full of football. So it's like, it's always around me. Football is always like a key part of my, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. What about you, KJ?
So I say, my mom taught me this phrase. She say, knowledge is power. So, not too long ago, I learned how to day trade and like stocks and stuff like that.
Really?
So I figured out a way how to make more money. I mean, invest in money and then making money in like 5 minutes, hour, whatever. So short time.
You might have to show me how to do that.
So it's just finding like little stuff that so it's just about finding like little stuff and like stuff that you love and like you enjoy doing. And you just do it. I mean, that's really that's really it. I feel like I'll be in my sometimes I get bored. I'll probably watch YouTube, Netflix, stuff like that. When I like watching football videos, stuff like that, training, getting better. When I get bored, I probably go outside, train, get better for football. I mean, it got to come from within, honestly. Because kids, like back to what I was saying, like kids, they don't want it better. They don't want better.
And they also
and they think what they in the situation they is right now. They think that's the goodest is gonna get.
That's lifetime. So
a lot of them.
The goodest is gonna get. They don't see the big picture. They see where they at right now, and that's just they so close minded, and that's you just can't be like that, man. Can't be like that.
I feel like.
Go ahead.
You go.
I was gonna just tell a quick story because my son just on topic. He got a friend that just don't like when it's time to go to practice. He be complaining like, "No, I don't want to go." Like he take forever to come out the house. He drag his feet when they at practice. He distracting my son like all the time, but that's his homie, right? And I tell him like all the time, I'm like, you gotta understand, he only plays because his friend plays.
Right.
The vision is not the same. So you gotta separate the friendship. You gotta just know like this is my homie, we gonna kick it. But when you locked in, stay locked in. Cause like what y'all just said is real. Like people be around you and try to knock you off or just the friends, just like the vision ain't the same and you just doing it for what you doing it and your purpose, but I gotta worry about myself.
Yeah, see, with us, we both start on defense. So we both defensive starters. So like in between plays, we just like sit around, play around. But once that whistle blow, and we got to go back to
game time.
Right.
It's like we just lock back in. It's just like a turn on. Like we just can lock right back in. So it's like, I mean, I feel like it could come with age, but if you're younger and you know you can do that, you're gonna be special.
You're gonna be something different.
You can.
I used to look at football as life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's 4 quarters. You know what I mean? So like right now, I would guess that you guys are in like the second quarter. You know what I mean? And things are just getting warmed up because now y'all really trying to find your way. Y'all came in, y'all saw first quarter. You like, okay, you're getting a feel for the game, and that's that from your adolescence into your teenage years. You're feeling your way out, your do's and your don'ts, and now in this second quarter where you at that teenage getting ready to lead into your adult year where now you getting ready to get out of high school, you feel ready to be independent, you got to start making smart decisions because with this decision right here that you do can affect everything else in your life. You know what I'm saying? So no, that's why I always looked at football as like the game of life. Right. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta, and if you do stupid stuff, you get penalties.
Yeah, right. and I seen that growing up. I mean, like maturing and like getting older as well. Like when you're younger, you make mistakes. It's like, oh, get a pat on the back. Oh yeah, you'll get it next time, stuff like that. But when you get older and you make mistakes, it's like it's a way bigger cost.
It's one mistake can really change a game. Yeah. And it's really crazy because now I'm just gonna try to give a little story time real quick. So it was before like the past season we just had, we was undefeated in conference. So we didn't lose conference in like 5 years straight. So Glenbar South, they was just how they was talking, they was just like the best team ever, they gonna beat us. So well actually let me go back. Glenbar East was talking like they was the best team ever too. And so and that week was the hard week. We lost 2 of our friends that in a car accident that Monday. And so we had school through Monday, but we didn't do nothing. So it was just like all like, you know, everybody mourning, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it was Tuesday too. And then it was all the whole week basically. And so we didn't really have that practice because everybody wasn't mentally locked in. Right. And our coach was like, you know, I'm going to give y'all a short day today, you know, because everything that happened. And so once it came to Friday, I just feel like we wasn't on our best game, but we knew we had to win that game because of everything that transpired that week. And so, you know, it came down, it was really crazy because we sitting on the sideline praying. So it came down to like the last quarter. Last second. And it was just a back and forth game. I think we were up like 3 points. They had scored. Oh, no. It was 14, what was it? 14 to 17?
I think it was
14-13, wasn't
it? Yeah, 14-13.
Yeah. And I think it was, they was up, I think.
They was up by, they was up by a little. And so they drove down the field. They drove down the field on us. And so
We stopped them. We stopped them.
We stopped them,
and I blocked the field goal.
Blocked the field goal, and so
You
then
blocked the field goal?
I blocked the field
he
goal.
blocked the field goal with his head. It was just so crazy. He shaved his head, and then we were just so happy. And so, offense came out, drove down the field. Ishmael caught the game-winning touchdown, and so it was crazy because it was like just this close of a game, and we almost lost. And like how everything happened the week, we was just like,
but we just
man, like it just, we was like,
I bet that was
something
amazing.
gotta happen. And so when it happened, it was just like crazy because the whole environment, everybody was just cheering, everybody was hugging each other.
I'm already
It was
knowing
just-
that feeling.
It was just real crazy.
When you guys lost, because I heard about that situation, and you saying like, this is your peer.
Yeah,
You might have seen them the day before in school, full of life,
right.
and then you get this news about what just happened.
Yeah.
What did that do to y'all?
I mean
mentally?
that affects everybody in the school, man. Because it's like no matter if you like they friend or not, y'all are close or not. It's like, man, you just seen a life they were just living, like just before, like a day before. You seen them, they smiling, happy, and just like that, they gone. And so it's like it's really crazy. You know, it don't matter how close you probably were to them people. It's like it still affect the human brain because that's crazy. Like,
It's your
just
peer.
here.
It's your peer.
One of the girls was actually in my class. So it was third period, and I don't know what she was mad about, but she was mad about something. So she like walked out the class, and I ain't see her the rest of the day that day before it happened. And so how my day was, like I'm just always jolly. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking to my friends in the hallway. So I go to second period, and my English teacher for next period she was in my hallway. And so I seen her like crying a little bit, and I was like, I'm just not going to disturb her. I don't know what's going on. So I have to go in my class. So I go in my class, it's just a normal day. Everybody laugh and everything. And so I look at my phone because I'm just on my phone. I look at my phone, and this is the first day, and it's crazy because I never looked at the news. Like on my phone, I just don't look at the news. The first day, I'm just like, I'm not doing nothing else. Let me go look at ABC7. And so I'm looking through ABC7. I see, snap, it's a car accident right down the street. And so I'm like, okay, you just wouldn't think it would be somebody you know. So I'm like, hopefully everybody's okay. You know what I'm saying? God bless them. I hope everybody okay. So I left it at that. And so I started getting text messages like, it was like Yu was in a car accident. That's her name. It was like Yu in a car accident. I'm like, the one that just happened? And so they was like, yeah, she passed away. And then Kimora, they were like, yeah, she going to the ICU or whatever, to the hospital because she's like badly injured. And so I'm like, what? It just didn't seem so real because Yu, I literally had seen Yu last, like the day before. And she was just like so full of life. She was just always like happy, jolly, just smiling. You know what I'm saying? And this is my first year with class with her. So we only got through like 2 weeks, a week. But I've also knew her because I see her in the hallway. We always talk. So it was just really crazy that happened. And so I had asked my teacher, like, can I walk out real quick to see like everything that's going on? So I went down to my English teacher, and I got reminded. I'm like, well, maybe that was why she was crying. And so I go into my teacher classroom, and I'm like, because they can't confirm names. Like with the teachers, they just can't confirm it because how how they is, how that is. I guess the policy. So I'm like Miss Wong, like, is everything going good? Like, what's going on? And so she was like, do you know? And I was like, I know, but is it true? And so then she was just like, yeah, it's true. Like, she passed away. And I'm like, wow, it just really hit my heart because like, I just seen you yesterday,
Right.
And you just like so full of life. I just can't imagine you like not being here,
Right, yeah.
And so we talked for a little bit. I walk out, and KJ, he was late to school.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was late to school that day.
And so I'm like, who am I finna talk to? I'm like, hold on, let me go talk to Ish. I'm calling Ishmael out. I'm telling him. He was like, nah, man, you lying. I was like, I'm serious. Like, I guess they don't want me to tell nobody because the person that told me, they was like, don't tell nobody yet because, you know what I'm saying? They could bring her back. I don't know. It's like, okay. But she also had a heart condition. Okay. So right on impact, it was like, you know what I'm saying? Her heart can take all that. And so I was like, wow. And so we went to the locker room, and I didn't want to cry in front of nobody because I'm like not really like you know what I'm saying, type person to cry in front of people. So I was in the locker room. I was just sitting there like, I'm on the ground. I'm thinking, I'm like, wow. And so a couple of my teammates came in. KJ had finally got to school, and I told him.
Yeah, I remember walking to school that day too. It was like everybody
just sad. It was like
down.
crazy.
And I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, it just didn't feel right.
Yeah.
South Elgin, it was like so much kids has free will that you would see everybody in the hallway.
There was nobody in the hallway.
No, it was like deserted. And so I'm like,
yeah, it was crazy.
I walk out the locker room and I'm talking to my coach and I'm like, yeah, it's just really crazy. Wow. And I was crying a little bit, but not like breaking down crying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Because it just didn't seem real.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like believable.
Yeah.
And so I walked to the front and I just seen this girl I know, she's just start breaking down, just crying. And I just couldn't hold it in no more. We just crying on each other. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
It's just really crazy that like something like this could happen.
Yeah.
And so I went into the dean's office, you know, everybody was like, am I okay? Whatever. Because they knew I knew her. And so, but Kimora, we didn't know the update on Kimora.
We didn't know she passed away yet.
Yeah, so she had went to the hospital and I guess the doctor was saying like she's like really bad in critical condition. It was like really bad because I guess the side of her rib it was open, so they couldn't like really do anything for that. And so I'm like, I'm not getting this information yet. I'm just like, I hope she's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, later on, they end up telling me like she passed away too. And I'm like, wow, because Kimora really had like basketball dreams. Like she really wanted to play basketball. That's what she wanted to do. And she was good. She was really good. And she thought she could always beat me, but you know, I like to foul, so she wasn't gonna beat me. But yeah, it was just like really crazy that somebody so close to you could be gone within a second, like within a day.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. Cherish the ones that you love, you know? Because even my aunt, she passed away this year. I never in a million years would have expected that.
Yeah.
Like someone so close to you see every day, and you like was born knowing, like you right when you was born, like this the person that was holding you. This the person that was sitting there changing your diaper when your mom couldn't. You know, like it's just so crazy because people can leave so fast.
Yeah.
So I just feel like you should definitely cherish the people you have around.
Yeah, because people be taking life for granted sometimes. Yeah. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
And that's another thing for like the kids. Like, everybody want to be in the streets. Everybody want to live a life that's not destined for them.
Yeah.
Like, you wasn't born into being a gangbanger. You know? You might have had brothers that was, you know what I'm saying, living that life, but that don't mean you were born into it. So I feel like you should always have a choice whether to go down your own path. Either you want to do this sport or this activity, or you want to build a rocket ship. You know what I'm saying? Like, put your mind to anything, and anything is possible. So
when I was I think I was about 15. My freshman year in high school. So it was my freshman year in high school. I ran with a group of guys, and we used to have issues in school with you know, different gangs and whatnot, man.
Right.
But again, I ain't gonna say that wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say it was me. I was just like, I always feel I was my own man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm an athlete, bro. Like, I ain't finna get caught up in this madness. You feel me? So like, I remember one day coming to school and I had my eyebrows cut. And this dean assistant, man, she was like, Roby, come here. And I went over there to her. She went in her purse. She got some like eyeliner and she covered it up. And in my natural me wanted to snap. But it's something inside me was just like, just let it go. You know what I'm saying? And I thought long, and that day I thought about it. I said, you know, I got a choice to make today. Either I'm going to hang with these dudes over here who people consider lame, which is like the guys on my football team, or I'm going to hang with the homeboys, which, you know what I'm saying, they doing their thing in the streets. And I was like, guess I'm finna be lame. And me making that decision was one of the best decisions I made in my life as a youth, because hanging with these guys, I ended up having friends of multiple nationalities. Just, you know, getting through school, because a lot of my homies, man, they ain't graduate high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, just getting in stuff in the streets. You can't go certain places. You know what I mean? Like I got the free will to go anywhere I want. You know what I mean? Without somebody being like, "Hey, man, you don't belong over here." And I'm just like, "Yo, I ain't want to live that." I can go to the mall. They be like, "Yo, ain't you that running back there from Elgin High School?" Mm-hmm. That's what I like. You know what I'm saying? Somebody know. And to this day, people remember me for something positive. Right. You know what I'm saying? Not that. Oh man, you beat up my homeboy, you know what I'm saying, when we was 15, and I'm still on that because I still gotta get me.
That's exactly how a lot of people get in trouble these days too. They try to retaliation. They try to take revenge. The Bible they say, don't take matters in your own hands, let God handle it. But that's why a lot of people just get caught up in so much bad stuff now because they try to take it upon themselves, take it upon their own hands. They're not in the right mind space. They're not thinking right, and they just want to. I'm saying do what's best or do what they feel is best in that time period. So.
Yeah, and back to what you said, like people coming up to you saying like, "Aren't you this person? Aren't you this person?" But I see you on the field. It's a different feeling. Like when I first, feeling, right? Yeah, it's like when I first started like blossoming and like really coming out, like everybody know who I am. First, my sophomore year, I had a D1 looking at me. I had Western Illinois. And so the coach asked me, he was like, "What's your grades looking like?" And my GPA just wasn't there. And so he just stopped talking to me. And I'm like really thinking to myself, like, wow, it's going to be like that every single time if I don't get my grades right. Absolutely. And my mom was on me so like every single day about that. Every single day. She's like, "No, you're going to get them grades right." And so I eventually got my grades right.
That's what's up, bro.
And even like if your mom tell you, get your grades right, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, get your grades right. She worked too hard for you to not succeed through school. At least succeed through school and get your, diploma. Yeah. And you could be able to get a job. You know what I'm saying? Because most jobs do require diplomas now. And so, you know what I'm saying? Get your diploma. But, yeah, so, like, going out in public and seeing a kid just come up to you and be like, "Wait, aren't you number 9 on South Elgin? Don't you play linebacker? And you're really good. Like, can you train me?" Stuff like that. Like when it was my first time, a kid came up to me and asked me, "Could I train him?" And I was like, "Man, I don't think I'm even at my max yet. I don't know how to train you." But
have y'all ever done that? Train the youth? Have y'all thought about that?
Yeah, I would do that all the time. For the last 3-4 weeks, we were going to FCA, so it's like a Fellowship of Christian Association. Okay, and so it's within our school. But at South Elgin, we started that program, so we started up a program like that. But he had transferred, and so it really just like went downhill, kind of. Okay, so I didn't know when we went to Wheaton Academy, they had that program, and so our coach was like, "Hey, we want everybody to sign up for time slots. You only got to go one time a week. You know what I'm saying? Like one time, pick a week to go." And so we ended up going 3 times, and so it's just really fun connecting with the youth and seeing like how stuff like that, like how much potential the youth have. And so and even giving them a little pointers that can change the way they run the ball or change the way, you know what I'm saying, they catch. It's just really crazy. I have a little brother too, and he just know everything already. And so sometimes I got to tell him like, "Bro, stop what you doing real quick." And when he had practice, because I'd be going to his practices too and like helping out with them kids too. And so he'd do a drill wrong, and I'm telling him like, "No, everybody going to get water." I said, "No, you stay here, and I want you to do the drill over again. Like you gonna get it right, because I want to see you be the best version of yourself. I want you to do better than what I did when I was a kid, because I quit football because I was just lazy and I would just, you know what I'm saying, play the game all day. I don't want to see that for anybody, because
that's
game,
amazing.
You know what I'm saying? The game is gonna go away eventually. Like it's gonna keep coming, like new game consoles, but is the game gonna make you money? You know what I'm saying? It could make you money, but being like physically fit and like just having a good head on your shoulders, you know what I'm saying, mentally, and the game is very maturing. Like football could definitely mature you, and it definitely has matured me a lot.
That's amazing that you know that like you have the potential, that you got this future, you working hard on yourself, you know you've made mistakes, and you got the youth underneath you, and you like, I'm gonna teach y'all what I should have been doing. Or
I love doing it too, because when I learned something new, like he had put me on with this trainer, Athletic Connection, and I went there the first day. I remember I didn't eat right. I ate cereal right before going. I remember that. And he said this every single day. Man, we was doing warm ups, just off the warm ups. Like, "Hey, coach, I got to go to the bathroom." I get to throwing up a little bit. I'm like, man, my stomach not feeling right. And so I come back, I finished the whole workout though. And so he was like, man, you're not even fit. You're not even in shape for real. You going in the bathroom throwing up. We just started on warm-ups. So like that day.
That's not funny. That's funny.
It's very funny because he bring it up every single time. And so,
I remember going there, I'm like, man, yeah, you gonna get that work in today. He talking about, man, nah, ain't nothing can get me. And I remember he went to that bathroom, threw up, and I will never let it go. Never let it go. Never let it go.
And then that really changed me because like I feel like most people be like, enough work is enough. Like you work, that's
yourself.
enough.
Yeah,
but
or the practices.
You got to go beyond. Like we would go to practice. Now it's like more died down because we have practice Monday through Friday. So like we got to let our bodies rest. But like we would go from practice and the next day go to the field. Our moms would be like, y'all not going to the field. Y'all lying. Y'all lying. But it's like really we going to the field. Like we want to get better. And so my friend Rob, he a lineman. I sit there and work hands with him. He came over to my house. I didn't even do no drills. I said, come over, we finna work hands because he had a college camp the next day. And so we just working hands. He working his hand swaps and everything. And so I just feel like if you get a good group of guys that really want the same, you know what I'm saying, goal, the same end goal as you, there's nothing that can stop y'all.
So what is the? Oh, go ahead.
I feel like another thing for the youth is y'all gotta stay consistent, man. Like I gotta stay consistent, like training, weight room, just consistent in anything. Anything in life. It's not even just for football. You stay consistent. It helps build a lot of values, a lot of characteristics that you may not think that you needed, but you need it. And some people, there be a lot of people that want to go to the gym, but they don't want to go to the gym. They go to the gym once or two times a week, and they think that'd be enough. Nah, man, you gotta keep going to the gym, man. You gotta stay consistent, and then you gotta go on them days when you don't feel like going. That builds the most consistency. So you just stay consistent and you just strive for what you want to be. Because some kids just think it's gonna get handed to them, and it's not gonna get handed to you, man.
What do you suggest for kids like that love football, play football, and then they're waiting for football season to come? What do they do on off season?
I feel like they definitely need help by parents. So parents, I feel like go look for a trainer for your kid. You know what I'm saying?
And y'all need to get a gym membership too.
Gym membership, trainer. I feel like your kids should start lifting in 8th grade, 7th or 8th grade. Okay, that's the perfect time to start lifting. I started lifting in my freshman year, and I was just chubby fat, and so now it's like all toned up, and now I actually could fit in my body. Like I actually feel like I'm like comfortable running in my body, and so I wish y'all could have been able to see it, but it's just a huge difference from freshman year. I used to be really stiff and just running, just to run, big running. And so now it's like more like I'm more like fit, and I'm running for a purpose. Like I'm running because I want to score this touchdown. I'm running because I want to go make this tackle. Right. So I feel like the better you're in shape and the better like you feel physically, you're going to be a great player. So I feel like parents should definitely go find their kids a trainer, and not one that just wants to take your money. Right. There's some trainers out there that just you could do stuff at home. Like you could run around a cone at home. You know what I'm saying? And run through the cone. You know what I'm saying? Try to get a trainer that really knows what he's doing, like that's going to push your kid to the limit. And not to the limit to where they don't want to come back, but to the limit where it's like, I want to do this again because it was fun. You know what I'm saying? So find your kid a trainer, and I feel like you should really like before signing up for anything, sit down with the trainer and ask like, are you going to push my kid to the max that you can?
Have that conversation.
So
I want to know. I want to know what it is between for the shorties that's leaving. Let's just say youth football going into high school. So like, I want to call it the midgets, the junior midgets, the midgets, right? Somehow, when they're like 13 years old, from 8th grade going into 9th grade, out of 15 kids, maybe 5 still play football. Why do y'all think that is? And these kids were playing ball.
So I say the difficulty level is way different because I feel like when you in Pee Wee, it's kind of like you do
baby.
Yeah, it's like kind of like baby. I don't want to say it's baby food, but it's like baby food. Yeah, like y'all do like
it's baby food.
Like it's crazy because I thought in Pee Wee you do a lot of hitting and stuff like that. Yeah. So I'm thinking when you gonna get to high school, it's gonna be hitting contact just like that. Oklahoma drill, all that. And it's not like that. It's like very detailed and very like pinpointed. Pinpointed stuff, and it's like That's why I feel like a lot of kids like they probably just quit on football because they think they can just do whatever. Because you kind of just do whatever you want. But when it's high school, it's like you got to do what the coach tell you, or you're not playing. And I feel like
back to that discipline.
Yeah, another reason is that I feel like kids come straight out of Pee Wee and think they're gonna come and move up to varsity. Like. Yeah. They don't understand that they watch the varsity game and be like, man, I would have scored that. I would have scored that. But it's really
levels to it.
Yeah, it's really just because I was one of them kids. When I was a freshman, I go up to the varsity players and be like, man, take me on right now. Come on, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? I went up. I mentioned him earlier, Tringali, Michael Tringali, the linebacker. I went up to him freshman year. I said, I want to get you. I want you. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, man, I would crush you. I would hurt you. He would say stuff like that. Like, do it. You know what I'm saying? And it was one day I look over to my left and I just see him coming full speed and run straight through somebody. And I thought to myself, I say, man, he'll hurt me. You know what I'm saying? It's a real eye opener when you go to come from Pee Wee to freshman football to varsity football.
Yeah.
It's really just levels to it because I feel like Pee Wee football is just more like, okay, you're gonna run here and from there score a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have some people blocking for you, but they ain't gonna block for you for real. They just there for participation.
Run around.
And freshman year is like, okay, now we're gonna start trying to install plays, but if y'all don't get it right, then y'all don't get it right. But just try to still block somebody. You know what I'm saying? Try to still score that touchdown. Be independent, score that touchdown. And then when you get to varsity, it's more complex. When I got to Wheaton Academy, I just seen formations I never seen before. I seen defensive alignment that I never seen before. I never went on a blitz where the Mike linebacker go in front of me and then I got to twist behind him and go through the A gap. It's just college level stuff. It's college level things, and it's prepping you for college. And most kids don't understand that. It's just like they think they get free form and freelance around.
So y'all feel that we lose a lot of kids from junior high school into high school is because they lack discipline?
Yeah,
for sure.
Yes, I feel like that's the
biggest. They lack effort. They lack just showing up. Some kids don't even just want to show up. And that's the first step. You just got to show up, man.
And a lot of parents put it on the coaches to be like, you supposed to teach them that discipline. It's your sport. You do that.
And a lot of kids go home crying to their parents talking about, man, he don't play me this and that. It's a reason for that.
It's a lot to do with lack of courage too. Like if someone's in front of you, like starting over you, a kid be like, I've had a kid come up to me and be like, I'm not coming no more. I said, why would you not come? And he was like, because he's starting over me. And I was like, just because he's starting over you today, how you know he's gonna start over you tomorrow? Do something that he's doing wrong. Watch. You really just have to watch.
So it's a lack of discipline.
Right. And I feel like I'm the lead example for this. My junior year, I was not starting at running back. I started at linebacker, but it was a senior in front of me. I would see everything that he would do wrong, and I try to do it right, but he had that seniority over me. So I'm like, I would tell KJ every day, like, bro, I'm not going to start. I'm not going to start because he automatically have seniority over me, and that's going to give him a boost. And he probably got like 20 more pounds on me. There's no way I'm going to be able to start. KJ tell me every day, he's like, okay, but that don't mean that. He was like, you tougher than them. You tougher than them. You could, you know what I'm saying? You can take them on. And so I'm like, bro, I don't know. I just don't know.
Man, they made him. And so, at one point in time, I remember he was thinking about quitting football.
Yeah, I was thinking about quitting football just altogether.
I'm like, man, because it was crazy. Because the day before we talking about college, this and that. Next day, he talking about, man, I don't even think I want to play football. I'm like, it's crazy. I'm looking at him sideways. I'm like, come on now.
It's really just a mental game. Like, even with the coaches too. Like if they bring you, I feel like the coaches, if they bring you down one time, it just really take down all your like confidence you have. And my junior year, some of that was part of confidence. Like I couldn't perform to my best ability because I didn't have confidence. And so the starting running back, I didn't want him to get injured, but he got injured for probably 3 games. So I started at running back and linebacker. My first game starting at running back, it was against Fenton. My first run, I broke off for 35, 40 yards. And so everybody was like, ooh, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's only because I knew where my blockers were going to be blocking at. And so that also helped me too.
So I want to, this is a 2-part question. I'm going to give both of y'all. How has football changed your life thus far?
For me, I'm going to say it changed me definitely discipline wise. Not being lazy for sure. Wanting to be better, wanting to do more. it give me like a dog mentality. Like if you really love the game, you gonna do what it takes to be the best and want to get that starting position. Me, I never really had to compete with somebody for like my spot, my DB position. So I made sure like I worked for it, and I never want to like have myself in that position. I mean, it's gonna be a time of day where it come when I get to college for sure. But like as far as like high school wise, I made sure like I don't want to compete for no position because I want that top spot. Like I want to go out there. So and I say like football also helped me with like just outside stuff. Like man, just I say like people can come into football being selfish, but like when you start playing football, man, it just make you start thinking about like your brothers, man, like other people. Like you start caring for them, looking out for them, worried about your brother, and it's just like a team, man. It's like a brotherhood. That's why a lot of friendships and stuff like originate from football, and they still carry on throughout life because it's real. Like it's from the core. Like it's real. You know, it's real.
Right.
Absolutely.
So with me, how I feel like football has definitely changed me. I came into high school thinking I was just gonna get by. You know, I came to high school thinking like it's just gonna be high school. You know, I'm gonna do whatever I want because I can. You know, I just had that mentality. And so once I got to football and we had to do grade checks my freshman year, and I was failing a class, I'm like, what? Coach was like, hey, you failed one more class, you ain't gonna play.
Yeah.
And we have Saturday games, so we have grade checks on Thursday. I'm saying to my teacher like, please, can you please just upgrade my grade to at least a D? I said, I'll come back the next day, I'll do the test.
Begging the teacher to change the
and she was like, yep. And she was, and I feel like, and teachers and stuff, they was very flexible with that. Like she was like, okay. She was like, okay, I'll grade your grade, but you're going to come back the next day and you're going to get the better grade. And so I just got tired of doing that, and my mom was on me too. And I'm like, you know, okay, I'm just going to have to get my grades right. So I feel like grades, that definitely set me on a better path for having my good grades and finishing high school with good grades and good GPA, SAT, all that. Discipline definitely helps with discipline. It definitely helped with discipline because I feel like going into high school, I was disciplined like to my mom. Like I always listened to my mom. But when it comes to like other people or like other adults or somebody older telling me what to do, like if somebody I feel like I didn't know how to take criticism, like respectful criticism.
Gotcha.
Like they would come and tell me like, oh, well, you're not doing this right, so do this. I'm like, man, how you gonna tell me? Like you can, I'd be like, how you gonna tell me? Stop talking to me. This, that. And so I still be doing that sometimes too. Like when he'd come and try to tell me about running back, I'm like, man, you're not a running back. Right. You know what I'm saying? I was like, but I listen. I do take into consideration what he's saying, but it definitely like helped me a lot with that. Like I know how to take in now. Like I can take in information from people older that been through it. You know, and so that I definitely decision making and being respectful to people. Football, one thing about it, you have to be respectful to the refs. Like
they run the game.
They run the game, and I've seen it happen so many times.
For
players
real.
come out of line and be like, man, F you, this, that, you know? And the rest of them, oh, you think so?
Yeah.
The flag on y'all team, now y'all back 15 yards, that cost the team.
Seen it.
You know? And we'd be running the whole practice Monday just because of that little thing. So the faster you learn respect and respecting your peers and elders, it's like, how could you fail? Like as a person, you will feel better as a person
because you're gonna always be remembered.
Right? They gonna always remember you for having respect. You know,
always remember that.
And so, that's also a big thing. I feel like definitely meeting people, like meeting friends. I feel like going into high school, I came from Streamwood, so I went to Canton Middle School, and so I was gonna go to Streamwood High School. And I told my mom, like, Mom, I got to go to South Elgin because Streamwood is going to be so terrible. And so she made it happen. And so I went to South Elgin.
That sacrifice.
Right. Right. She sacrificed it. I went to South Elgin.
That's what's up, Cam.
I went to South Elgin, and the Tiana, he was the head coach at the time. He had talked to me when I was an 8th grader. You know how to talk up a good game, too. And so he was like, hey, we have 3,000 fans in the stadium. You know, and you a kid, so you be like, oh, all them people watching you. And I'm going to go crazy. And so... definitely like when I came in, I didn't know nobody. Yeah. I didn't know nobody besides Ish. And so I came in and I just met a whole group of guys. And it's like, this is my first time meeting y'all. You know what I'm saying? We with each other every single day of the summer. Right. And then the school year too. I'm going to see y'all through school, and then I'm going to see y'all on a bus going to games. I'm going to have to know y'all. So that definitely like football definitely brings people together and definitely helps with friendships and building friendships and brotherhood.
And they bring great mentors as well, like trainers and stuff like that.
Great
Coaches,
mentors.
they teach you more than like you will go to practice one day and they just start teaching you like just life stories and stuff like that. Stuff you take in, stuff you can just use on later in life and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so it's just not all about football. It's more than football.
Yeah.
Right. And now that he said that, we have a coach at Wheaton Academy. His name is Swider. That's the last name, Swider, Coach Swider. And so him and his son coach defense. He has the most wins in NCAA, like as a defensive coach.
Yeah, Division 3.
Yeah, Division 3, most wins. And so we're going to Kingland for 707. And so we just start asking him, like, Coach, what made you start coaching?
Yeah, picking his mind.
We just like, we want to, because he's old. Like, he's
like
I think he's got to be like 70 something, but he's like really young. Like, he has like a crazy mindset. He's probably the smartest coach I ever coached me.
Coach.
And so, and one thing about him too, he never gave up on me. When I first got there, I didn't know no blitzes, no coverages. I knew coverages, but I didn't know how to run their way. And so he was like, listen, he put me aside. He was like, listen, he was like, you're going to be great. He's like, I'll make sure you be great. He was like, and I already see it in you. Ever since last year, we came during the playoffs. And so we met all the coaches, and our head coach is a pastor. So he's a real good guy. And so we had met Swider. And Swider just had this energy. He's like, I want everybody to put your face on somebody when you're going to make a tackle. Put your face on somebody. And so I feel like we just live by that. Like everybody on the team be like, put your face on somebody. Yeah. And I feel like if more people say it and more people bring it up, like you're gonna want to do it.
Yeah.
Well, there was somebody who put their face on y'all.
Yeah.
Both of y'all. And I want to know how y'all feel about it. And these people that I'm talking about that put their face on y'all was your mothers.
Right.
Cam and TT. They put up a sacrifice and listened to y'all and gave in to y'all to say, hey, I don't want to be at a public school. I want to go to this private school. And they made that happen for you.
Right. Yeah, I see.
How does that make you feel? Yeah, your mama making this sacrifice? Because a lot of parents be out there be like, well, you finna go to this school. I don't give a crap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So take me through how that make you feel for your each one of y'all will get y'all turn. I just want to, I don't know how that made y'all feel.
So when I want to start by saying a story. So I first applied to Wheaton Academy in November. I sat down with admissions. I sat down with like all the people I need to sit down with, me and my mom. And they were basically like telling me like, well, we sat down. It was all looking good. I was talking to the head coach every day. We was gonna get KJ here, and I'm like, okay. And my friend Styles, he was coming too from South Virginia. And so I'm like, okay, it's gonna be good, And so after winter break, they had called KJ back. It was like, hey, you got accepted. And then they called Styles back. It was like, hey, you got accepted. And I'm thinking, I'm like, dang, like when am I gonna get accepted?
Right.
And so I started losing like courage. Like I started losing like determination to even keep trying because I'm still waiting. And so they told my mom, they were like, okay, we want London to finish the semester off at South Elgin. And so I'm like, I started saying to my mom, like, I don't even know if I want to do this no more. I don't even know if I want a fresh start. I might as well just finish at South Elgin.
Right.
And so it died down for a while. Wheaton Academy. I just knew they were going there. They were having the best time of their life. And I was just sitting back and I'm like, the best time of their life. And I'm just sitting back. They send a video to the group chat every day. I'm just sitting back. Yeah. And I'm just sitting back and I'm like, man, like, I just want to live. Like, I just want to go with them and have fun with them.
Right.
And so, so the summer came and they were like, we want London to come back and try again and take the test. And so, my mom was like, okay, you gonna go take the test this, that. I'm like, Mom, I'm already at South Edge and I'm starting both ways, starting at running back and linebacker. There's nothing that can get better than this. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go. And so she started telling me, she was like, why don't you want to go? You've been waiting. You know what I'm saying? You've been waiting for this. Why don't you want to go? And so I'm like, I just don't know if I have the courage. Like, I don't know if I feel like it's a waste of time. I just feel like it's a waste of time. So I went back and did the test. And they were like, we'll let you know how it went. That. So the test consists of a math portion and a reading portion. This time I didn't have to take the math portion because I'm all done with math. So I just take the reading portion. So I'm like, actually, I'm really good at reading, so why not? And so I took the test. I waited a while. It was like probably a week, and I'm like asking admissions, like, can we like speed the process up for if I do get accepted, I could come straight here and start lifting with the team, And so they're like, we try as fast as we can. So it just taking longer and longer. And so one day I just got up and I was like, they was with me. They was like, just come to a lift. You know, see how it is. See how the culture is. And I'm like, okay, you know, I'm going to see how it is. And so it was just like a family, a huge family. Everybody just there for each other. No, I haven't heard a single argument like within the team. Like everybody just going back and forth to what a point the coach can't even talk.
Nobody
so,
curse, nobody.
No curse, like none of that. It's just like everybody just a brother. And so I had went there. I was like, I like this. And I was still going back to South Elgin too. And I'm like, I really like this too. You know, like even though it's some players that's like not all the way there, like mentality wise, it was more than some. It was like they just felt like because they have Batavia week 1, and so they're like, man, it's the best team. I don't know if we're gonna beat them. You know what I'm saying? And hearing that within your own team, like we're not gonna beat them. You know, we're not gonna beat them. You know what I'm saying? Right. It just really gets you thinking like, on a Friday night, are you gonna put your, you know what I'm saying, your life on the line for me to block? You know what I'm saying? And so, so they called me back and they were like, you got accepted. You know what I'm saying? They said, I got accepted and everything. And I'm like, let's go. Like, I'm finally doing it. And so, then like, we have to figure out like all the financial stuff, everything like that. And so, July 8th, I was like, okay, I'm going to go like to the first camp. And so ever since then, I just been going and it's just been a perfect culture. Like we try to have senior leaders to try to like point all the little kids, like all the kids in the right direction. And every kid there have their head like on their shoulders. Like they know what they have to do if they want to get better. And I really like that because I feel like the more you can listen, the more you can soak up.
Absolutely.
And so that's my story of how, you know what I'm saying.
What about you, KJ?
I said for me, man, I just salute to my mom, man. I know sometimes I don't thank her enough, but man, I'm so grateful for her, man. I don't know where I'd be at right now if she wasn't like hard on me. She not like crazy hard on me, but she hard on me to the point where she want to see me succeed and do good in life, and she got my best interest at her, and I always know that. So I know she always gonna be in my corner. But yeah, I remember telling her, I'm like, I just feel like. Cause my goal for high school, like I want to win a state championship. I'm telling my mom, I'm like, man, I don't think this team won it bad enough. I remember after like losing a Warren game and stuff. My sophomore year, my sophomore year when we moved up to varsity.
I tell about the coach.
What, Tiana?
No.
Oh,
Zimmerman.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna get to that later. But when it was my sophomore year, we was moving up like sophomores. The good sophomores moved up to watch the varsity play on the playoffs, and we was watching Maine South and stuff. We was watching them play Maine South, and they was getting whooped bad. Like it was horrible, man. It was bad. And we went into halftime. It was like seniors that was like laughing, like seniors. It was like their last game ever. Like some of them was like their last game ever. They sitting there laughing. I'm like, I'm gonna laugh too because it's like it's funny, but. No one then like laughing. It wasn't cool to laugh. And the other dude like Michael Tringali, he got on him because we was all laughing. He was like, we seen other people laughing like, man, it's funny. We was at the mature mindset yet. Like, man, it's funny. Y'all getting y'all butt kicked. We not thinking at the deeper level. And he snapped. He went off. He like, man, some of this it's our last game. Some of us never gonna play high school football again.
He was like, y'all gonna be in this position too.
Yeah, y'all gonna be in this position too. And we didn't believe him. We didn't believe him. Next year, Warren, we getting whooped. People just like, man, well, we get them next year. This and I'm like, man, I just can't surround myself with people like that's so like closed minded and they don't have a drive and a hunger to be great.
Give up so easy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, nah, I can't do it. So I'm telling my mom, I'm like, man, I want to go to Wheaton Academy. I heard about a whole bunch of good things. The Christian, football team good. People went over there bad. So I just took a shadow over there. Man, I had the best time of my life at that shadow. I remember I went to what really did it for me. Because they got like a little church service kind of, if you want to say it.
Yeah.
Like midday through, it's like third period, and you go there, you pray, read Bible verses, you sing, you praise, give them, you know what I'm saying, give God thanks, and they just really did it for me. Like it just really did, because it's like I'm so used to going to school, being around my friends all day, seeing bad stuff, seeing bad influence, and I go there and I'm just seeing a whole bunch of great things, just make me want to do better. I'm like, man, this is just so good. So I left there, I'm like, I just know I want to come here. I just know I want to come here.
What advice do y'all give someone or like kids that's going into high school of how to choose a high school? What would they look for, especially if the goal is y'all goal?
First I definitely say like academics wise. for sure. Like make sure it's like it's a school that's gonna push you to do better and not just sit back and just let you just do basically whatever you want. Like some like a school that like actually kick you out for having bad grades and not like following up with their expectations. So I'd definitely say academics, and then like if they want to play sports and stuff like that, follow up with the coaches, pick their brain, see where they run at, offense, defense they run, just stuff like that. Walk around the culture, see if you like the classes, the building, people around it, like to see like all like the
get the vibe,
get the vibe. Yeah, you would know when you got high school when like you just feel it deep down inside. So yeah, that's what I say. But yeah, back to my mom. So yeah, I remember telling her, I'm like, man, this where I want to be, this where I want to go, and she made it happen just like that. She said, okay, I'm behind you, 10 toes, wherever you want to go. That's we gonna put you. I'm like, man, that's just crazy. And they brings me like so much joy that like she behind me and just like in my corner. And I know sometimes I still like mess up and like do things I know I shouldn't be doing, but just knowing that she's still right there and like still guiding me to do better and like be better is like it just makes me want to strive for more. Like put her in a better position from my little sisters, all my sisters, and my family. So. Yeah, I give her a huge thanks for that. So, yeah.
Big up to the moms.
For real. Shout out mamas.
TT, man. Big up to y'all. Big up to y'all, man. That's what's up. So, man, before we get into having a little fun, man, with this whole little segment, man, I just want to tell y'all, man, that I really am proud of you, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's a lot of guys out there, you know, many are called, few are chosen, man. And I think you two guys, man, are chosen to be some good role models for some individuals. I wish some other boys from some other schools wish they were watching so they can just try to get an idea, man, of the persona. You know what I'm saying? That you ain't got to be thugged out. You ain't got to crash out to be cool. You ain't got to do none of that. You can be who you are. Y'all go to a Catholic, well, I ain't gonna say a Catholic, but a Christian school. Y'all got to kind of like go to a chapel once a week, and y'all not ashamed of that, and y'all still cool dudes. Yeah. A lot of these other, they ain't on that. They just, I don't know, man. Y'all kind of remind me of myself, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like that. You know what I mean? Right. Like I didn't care because I knew where the Most High brought me from, and I knew where I was going. You know what I mean? Like, so I commend you guys on that. So it's time to have a little fun, right? It's time to have a little fun. First off, we got some fans out there, man, that got some comments. I'm gonna read a couple comments. For you, London, Miss Stish said, man, it was watching you grow from Hilltop Elementary School. She said she proud of you. Keep stepping up. You know what I'm saying? And she's proud of you. And I got another guy that says, y'all supposed to be playing that Vita with his son.
I was supposed to go.
Y'all supposed to go to Vita and play with his son and win it all, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I got another one that said, 2 outstanding young men, very well spoken. They know what they want. Definitely shout out to the moms. Yeah. Big up to the moms, man. I know we did a segment on this year the dad, but like I always say, the moms, man. The moms make that sacrifice. Yeah, right. And I'm not knocking no dads out there. I'm not, fellas. I'm not knocking y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing wrong with being a mama's boy. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So who's your favorite college team?
College team.
You wanna go first? Oregon. Man, I've been loving Oregon since I was like, man, little. I remember their jerseys. Their jerseys was the first thing that caught my eye. I was like, man, they got the best jerseys ever. And that's my dream school to play at. And hopefully I pray one day I'll get there and work to be in that position to play at that school. But yeah, Oregon for sure. That's my top pick.
And you, London?
I honestly don't think I have a favorite team.
What?
I don't think I have a favorite. It's just so many colleges out there. I can say an individual player that I always watch is Bucky Irvin. He know I always watch Bucky. Yeah. And so he from Chicago. He went to
where did Bucky Irvin go to school, right?
But some people are
he went to Oregon,
instead of a team.
Yeah. Bucky from Chicago.
Yeah, he from Hyde Park.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It's Hyde Park and Hillcrest.
No, Hillcrest. Hillcrest.
Yeah.
So
that's because he had them burners, though.
Yeah, and I watch him and like everything. I try to critique my game off him because he get low. He can run somebody over. Like, and me and him have the same body size. I'm 5'10", 195. He 5'10", 195. You know,
y'all some big dudes. I was like 160 some odd pounds in high school, man.
Yes, man.
It's
Can
a lot
y'all
of
talk about college
teams.
yet?
Right. Huh?
So what?
Can y'all talk about college yet?
Yeah.
I got several. I mean, I got 3 college teams. That's my favorite.
What's your
Cool.
favorite?
The Helmets is right over there, brother. in that order.
Georgia, Oregon, and what? What's that? Florida State.
Florida State.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. why you like the Bulldogs first?
Man, I'm a ATL man. Man. The Georgia Bulldogs, man, they had a good history, man, of football. Always smack mouth. They from the SEC.
Yeah.
They about that
Toughest
grit.
conference.
Toughest conference. Oregon. I was an Oregon fan for a while, man. DeAnthony Thomas was one of my favorite.
He was
dudes,
man.
That boy had some
He
crazy,
was some crazy.
crazy speed.
He definitely like top 10 ever.
Yeah, and then Florida
Ever.
State. Man, I was a Florida State fan for the longest out of everybody, but right now my favorites is Georgia, Oregon, and Florida State. I was a Bobby Bowden fan, man. I like Peter Ward, Ward Dunn. They had some real nice dudes, man. I got another side of the wall with a couple Big Ten schools.
Yeah.
Ohio State and Michigan. I just did that just for the sake of
Michigan. Did I remember Jabril Peppers?
Yeah.
That's another one.
Then I got my Elgin High helmet over there too.
You ain't gonna let that go.
I can't let it go. NFL teams.
Yeah. NFL team. Baltimore Ravens, hands down. I remember,
That's my
man, when I
nice.
remember I was living in Gilbert,
Mm-hmm.
and me and my dad, we used to just have an Xbox 360. We used to play NCAA. We used to play NCAA Madden. I remember Madden. I forgot what the dude name was on the earlier Maddens. It was like a legendary coach. I can't think of his name, but I can't think of his name.
Joe Madden? Or no. Oh, it might have been.
I can't think of his name, but me and my dad, we used to play. We used to verse each other. I used to use Ray Rice, Joe Flacco, Ray Lewis. Bro, I used to use them all, and I just used to love. Yeah, I used to just love Baltimore Ravens ever since then. I used to always play with them, and I always loved them. So yeah, that's all I have to say.
Right now, mine's probably the Bills. You heard me say this the other day when I was talking to this college coach. He asked me the same question. It's crazy. Definitely the Bills. They running back core is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And a QB, he's like a dual, like triple threat QB.
Yeah,
he can roll out. He can pass on the run. He can throw accurate, like really accurate throws. And I love people that can throw like really accurate. And he can also run. Like he can run and run you over. Like he don't care. That kind of remind me of Jay Cutler. Like the earlier Jay Cutler, how he would just run through you, you know? And so I really like Josh Allen. So the Bills, definitely.
Who's the best high school football team?
Best high school football team?
High school.
In Illinois.
Mount Carmel.
Yeah, probably Mount Carmel.
Mount Carmel.
I'm gonna run with East Saint, man.
East Saint,
Yeah.
Oh, but they actually have produced
they
a lot
got
of
a whole bunch of
I gotta run with East Saint, man.
But
like all time. We're talking about like now, right now.
Like now.
Mount Carmel.
it's probably Mount Carmel.
Mount Carmel or Loyola.
Loyola, yeah.
They play each other this year, I believe.
Yeah.
Or did they play each other?
They did
last
last
year?
year.
They play each other out every year, I think.
I got a client that's the quarterback at Carmel. I don't know if you guys heard of Trey. No.
Yeah, quarterback? Or you said quarterback coach?
Yeah, quarterback.
Trey.
I know it's Jack Elliott.
Trey Taylor.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you talking about Carmel? Carmel.
Carmel.
Yeah, you
Carmel.
talking-
Yeah.
Play
Carmel
Word.
Catholic.
Yeah.
Y'all don't play them, right?
No.
No.
I don't think
I
they
know who that is, though. That's the
He got some.
sophomore.
He
Who's
got
the
some
best?
offers.
Who's the best high school player that you guys seen thus far?
Best high school player that we seen in person or just like in general?
Just that y'all seen in person. Like, man, this one got work.
Probably Dupree from Mount Carmel. I've seen him in person, and he just don't go down.
What about the boy that y'all played that's going to Notre Dame?
Oh, Ken Williams? Nah.
Dad, nothing.
I wasn't at my peak last year. I wasn't even good last year, and I still was containing him. So I wouldn't say
He's a good player though. He's a really good player.
Yeah.
He's fast and he can catch.
Yeah,
It's just like,
when it comes to like route running, like when he break down like the real basics, like
and if he get a real good hit, I just don't know if he like can sustain that.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's a good player though, but I don't think he's the best.
He was definitely advanced though.
Yeah.
He was definitely advanced.
Yeah.
So this is y'all senior year, man. This is it. This is where the rubber hits the road,
Yep.
man.
It went by so fast. Man, I remember my freshman year. I was like, man, I can't. Man, I just know my senior year gonna be crazy. I'm gonna be training every day. This and that.
Everybody said it too.
Yeah, sometimes I'll be slacking, and then like thinking about all them times. Like I wish I could go back and just like really work every day. Like put the work in
every day you
single
missed.
Because now, like looking at it, it just came by like this,
So fast.
like this. I remember I had like a picture in my head. I think what I looked like my senior year, and like it just.
We sit here and have talks about it too. Like
A lot of stuff coming.
We
up,
sit
bro.
back and
It
just
just
sit
be
and talk about
random.
it
Like we just be talking
all day.
It was like, man, we really seniors. Like it's really.
You know,
really
even when we was
serious.
freshmen though, when we was like freshmen and sophomores,
Yeah.
we was like, I was like, man, when I'm a senior, I'm probably have like probably 5 D1 offers going into my senior year. And so I mean that didn't go as planned, but I'm still talking to those schools. So I mean, I guess that could accommodate for it, but I don't have the offers yet. So I'm not gonna say I'd have the offers. But
Right.
yeah, it's just like you have so much envision for yourself, but if you don't work for it,
You
then
gotta speak it in. You
know
gotta
what I'm saying?
You gotta
Speak it into
You
existence.
gotta speak it into existence, man.
Exactly.
So y'all being
Can I-
seniors, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ness.
I just want to ask them. Can they talk about what schools y'all plan or have
talking to?
Yeah. What's
So I
what's the
got 2
plans?
offers right now.
okay?
From Lake Forest and Justin. He got an offer.
Where you want to go?
I don't want to go to either. I don't know who
I
I
gotta-
got but
Okay, but
I don't wanna-
out of the offers, where you want to go?
like if I was to get offered,
Yeah. Where do you want to get offered?
I would definitely go to like a low D1. Just
Yeah, like
to be able to still focus on like my academics.
Kind of like a northern or something.
Right, like Northern EIU, and I'm actually talking to Eastern right now.
Okay.
So that's the one I've been talking to heavy. Illinois State too, Indiana State.
Ball State. I'll take Ball State.
Yeah. So I mean, like the low D1s, I mean, I'll be blessed if I get a high D1.
I'm gonna tell y'all
And I
this.
feel like this is a season for it.
Any offer really a blessing because
Yeah.
not a lot of people get to play at the next level, so
Right.
you got to be grateful.
What about you,
any
KJ?
chance you get? What?
Where are you planning?
My plans. I say the same thing. All the same schools like Eastern, Western, Illinois State, Ball State, Western Illinois, NIU, all them like schools like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have a problem. University of Indianapolis too. I wouldn't have a problem like going far from home. I know I'll probably get homesick in the beginning, but like I wouldn't have a problem with
Oh
it.
man, your folks gonna be right there by your
Yeah.
side, man. You
Yeah.
got y'all both got a good support system, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
First things first, make sure them grades is good.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all shorties out there right now, I don't care if you run a 4.3, 4.2. I don't care if you got a 40-inch vertical, you can shoot 3-pointers like Steph Curry. If your grades ain't up to par, they on to the next. They definitely on
That's
to
the
the
first.
next.
That's they see you doing all your good
Yeah.
stuff. They see you run your 40, vertical, whatever, broad jump, doing whatever. You see you in 1-on-1 drills. The first question they ask you, how your grades look.
Your mama said when you leave, she leave.
I know, yeah, that's what she told me. Wherever she gonna go. She been saying that for the longest.
Period.
Hey, Cam, I mean, London, your mama said the same.
I know
thing,
it's
man.
crazy.
They
They both say it.
They both said it.
When you move, they move just like that, man. That's what's up. That's love, bro. That mean that's that sacrifice, man. That I wish a lot of kids can see that their parents making out there for them is because eventually y'all gonna be in that. Once y'all graduate school, y'all in the door forever, bro.
Right.
In y'all life, y'all gonna see a lot of people, man, not make it, man.
Right.
That's the reality of it. Y'all gonna go to even at Wheaton, bro. Y'all gonna see somebody. Y'all gonna be like, when y'all next practice tomorrow or something.
No,
we done.
Our last
we
summer
out
camp
for a
practice
week.
today.
Okay,
we
so
out
when
for
y'all go back, you go into that locker room and you look around, you're gonna say, somebody ain't gonna make it.
Right.
I'm telling you, bro. And you just gotta make sure that person ain't
Ain't
cheap.
true.
Yeah.
For
You feel
real.
me?
No lie.
Just a couple gems in it that I'm gonna give y'all for the world, man. It's easy. Like when y'all going into the workforce, man. Saying no, getting told no is easy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Making somebody say yes about you. That's what you want to work on.
Right.
Why would somebody want to pick you?
Right.
Y'all both play sports. Y'all both are great athletes, but why would somebody want to pick you?
Yeah.
Make sure your character is on point. Make sure your grades is on point. You understand what I'm saying? Because with those two things, especially with your character, man, because you don't want to burn no bridge.
Right.
Because and who knows, in 5-10 years down the line, you might come back into this area and try to get a job, and the same person who you was a butthole to is now the person that's hiring. You understand what I'm saying? So it's these bridges, man, that you got to make sure that you don't burn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure I ain't got to tell you two dudes that because y'all hella respectable. You know what I'm saying? There's some things coming up, man. This y'all senior, it's gonna go by super duper fast.
Yeah.
You gotta think. By the time football season's over, first quarter gonna be over, and we rolling into Thanksgiving. By the time Thanksgiving come, you got about 24 days left for the first semester. When the first semester is over with, you got 80 days left left of school. Then you got prom and all that.
It's done.
Where y'all gonna go to prom? Y'all gonna go to prom there? Y'all gonna go to prom like I know it's early.
I'll probably do both. I'll probably do both.
Man.
Probably go back.
Y'all gonna start thinking
It's just two different
man.
cultures, though.
Yeah. Yeah. So you gotta go. You gotta go.
I'm
You gotta
telling
go.
you, man. It's gonna be fun. I want y'all to go out with a bang.
Yeah.
This the last time that y'all gonna be in this situation. This the last time y'all gonna be around a lot of these folks.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, man. Make it work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Enjoy every moment of it. The easiest 2 years of school is your freshman and your senior year. You feel me?
Yep.
And that was the most fun because you come in not knowing you're having fun, you're gonna leave out having fun. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So man, make sure y'all take care of that business.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us where we can come see y'all play ball. Cause y'all talking that talk, we gotta see something.
First game is
play
definitely
Texas team.
we play
Texas team.
what is it? Second Baptist from Texas. It's gonna be at home
What are
at
they?
Wheaton Academy.
What are they ranked?
I don't know they
I
ranked,
think
but they top ranked in the
top
ranked private school
in Texas.
Yeah, Texas.
Yeah, so they're really
And so
good.
they
got a
come out
few-
here to play?
Yeah, they come out here. So
Last year, before we came, they went out there to play another Texas team, but it wasn't really that good. So so we scheduled one back home, and we scheduled a real good Texas team.
yeah, so it's gonna be at home at 7:00. Y'all can come watch at Wheaton Academy.
Yep.
Number 5 and number 12.
When? What day?
August 30th.
Yep.
August 30th. Oh, okay.
August 30th. I could come watch. I don't have the schedule right now, so I can't tell you every game.
Right.
But I mean, I would say that's the best game y'all should come to because we coming for it all. So
Right. First game.
We
gonna start off. We gotta start off good.
We gonna be at state.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell y'all like this, and I'm not hating, bro, but I just seen some stuff out of Texas, man. They had like
The Texas boys different.
they had like 300 kids signed D1.
Yeah.
Bro, like 150 of them from Dallas Fort Worth.
Yeah,
I said, God, dog.
Them Texas kids be different.
they be really fast.
And
Too.
they make Illinois
really
they make
fast.
Illinois football look like baby food.
Yeah.
Florida,
Down
Texas.
south.
Yeah, Florida and Texas probably one of the best football states.
My son loved watching one team from Florida youth program. They be going crazy.
Probably like Rare Breeze, Oregon, or like them little Oregon Ducks, something like that. I used to watch them too. I used to watch
Yeah.
highlights before my games.
He
Stuff
be
like that.
like, I gotta go to Florida. He just love it down there. So y'all say y'all be also traveling to do 707s?
Yeah,
That's over now.
it stopped now because we
Seniors.
as seniors you can't do it, but we did for our last year we came and went on the team together, and so we traveled.
Yeah.
Who put that together? South Elgin or who
No,
y'all play
it
under
was
for that?
Outside organization.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I definitely influence kids to do that too. That's you. That's
Yeah,
They
that's-
definitely teach you coverages.
Yeah.
And,
They did. We did a 707 last summer, and they loved it. And they like,
Yeah.
when the next one? So I've been trying to look for like consistent 707 games for them to do. Like,
it be something out here. It be something out here. But
Yeah.
I definitely recommend like putting your kid in like an organization or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it definitely.
Before we go, y'all want to shout out anybody?
Shout out Rob, Styles, DK, Tony. Who else?
shout out them boys.
Wheaton Academy boys.
Yes.
yeah,
Shout out everybody.
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah,
Man.
same
Most
people.
importantly, shout out God.
Shout out
So,
to
You know it.
yes. I love
Y'all
that.
ain't showing South Elgin no love, bro.
Shout out Ish, man.
Y'all gonna say y'all
They said, Julius, look, bye to the past. Like, sometimes it's bye to
when
the
you see them, man,
past.
get on their heels.
It's still our boy.
It's a big boy out there, man. It's a big boy, and he a dog.
That's
bro.
a tight end playing wide receiver.
Wait, what up, Ish? Oh my God, man! But
Quick
what-
question.
Yeah.
What's the most important thing on y'all to-do list right now?
To-do list, definitely get seen by colleges.
Yeah. That's recruitment process.
Yeah, it's coming to our senior year, so I feel like the senior year is the most important year for you to get noticed. And yeah, I mean, sometimes you tend to lack when you have so much going on. Like with football, we have football Monday through Friday every single day, and then we go home and try to watch film And outside of that, like you have work after football, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, it could get busy, but try to always still stay connected to the coaches.
Absolutely.
I know when I got my first offer, it wasn't the school I wanted. I thought my first I was going to be a D1, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
So, when I got my first offer, it came out of nowhere, and the coach called me. Me and him been talking. So build the connection with the coaches, and they have like more respect for you and feel like you really want to go to their school. It don't matter what school it is. Any school is a blessing. If they give you an offer or scholarship, any school is a blessing. If they could take off money for school, is a blessing.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely say, if you can't go D1, go D2. Can't go D2, go D3. Can't go D3, go NRA. Can't go NRA, go JUCO.
There's nothing wrong with going JUCO.
No, right.
You know, story was kind of twisted like that. The cheetah.
It's
a lot of JUCO people that made it to D. Like man,
I think he might have went to Last Chance U too, bro. I think he has some issues, man.
Yeah, that's a lot of people that came from Last Chance U.
Before we go, man, how do you feel about working, man? What was your first job?
I just recently picked up my first job because I remember telling myself through high school, I'm like, man, I ain't working no job, man. I ain't doing none of that stuff like that.
Why?
I just felt like working like. Because I wasn't mature enough. I'm like, man, working a job. I feel like I'm a bum. I'm working. I'm going to be my own boss.
You were trying to be a boss.
I want to be my own boss. I'm like, I ain't working for nobody.
I feel that.
Doing that.
I feel that.
It got to a point. I just got tired of asking my parents for money, man. I was like, man, I want my own money. I want to feel comfortable, buy what I want. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what? Let me get the first job. And it's actually been good. I'm working at Everclean, so I like wash cars and stuff like that. So I'm doing something I love. So it's like time just fly by. So
that's what's up.
That's what's up, man. You gotta earn your keep.
Yeah,
you gotta earn your keep.
Yeah, and ain't nothing like making your own money, especially in high school. I remember having my first job in high school, paying your own little phone for real. You ain't gotta ask for that. That's
so yeah, man. I appreciate you boys, man, coming on the show, man. Young man,
for real.
I'm gonna say what just happened. Yeah, hey, Friday Night Lights is about to kick off, man.
Yes, sir.
Tis the season. Kick off, you know what I'm saying? It's a game on tonight. We missed it. I don't care though. It's the Bears.
Oh,
yeah. Womp womp womp. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, man.
Caleb Williams ain't playing either, so
hey, good luck on y'all season. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
I try to get to one of y'all games. You know, y'all play on Friday nights or Saturdays?
Fridays. Playoffs might be Saturdays.
Yeah.
Oh, you already projected.
That state championship got to be ours. We've been manifesting it. We've been hungry for it.
Hey, y'all heard it first, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all for tuning in to This Is Bananas, man. This is your boy DJ Roby.
And it's me, Vanessa B.
Till next time, man.
Later, y'all.
My nigga, what's it gon' be? G-Wagon, all the garden, ride the wind. I know feel, die for nothing. Make you no say anything when you do, them must commend it.